Good afternoon, everybody. Low IQ Media here. And I have for you guys another Dollar Tree haul for you guys today. Um, I really didn't. I didn't really go after it too hard this month on Dollar Trees because I've had so many. I've been getting so many Dollar Tree movies that it's becoming kind of redundant at this point. There's just too. I'm not watching them, and I don't have interest in watching a whole lot of them. Some of them they're interesting enough for me to buy, but they're not really interesting enough for me to really watch very many of them. I watch the documentaries and things like that, but a lot of them are not. So I haven't been really hitting it real hard, and it didn't seem like there was a whole lot that come out this month. And there goes my nose itching as usual. Doesn't I think it's static? It comes from the microphone or something. I don't know. It's stupid. Every time I start up here, I start getting an itchy nose. But first off, I'm going to start out with showing you guys some. I was talking about these in the last video, and these are the Mego. They're Mego action figures, is what they amount to. But I did find Frankenstein. I'm working with a new light here, so I'm gonna try to be working against the. I'll be trying to work against the. There we go. Work against the light a little bit. There we go. There's Frankenstein. I was going to show these to you guys before I got them up on the wall. I really like some of these guys. I don't collect every single one of them out there, but I do like the horror ones. Even though I am a classic horror fan, I like the classic horror movies, and I'm trying to collect at least all of those figs, like the Mummy and the Werewolf, and also I told you guys, I guess last week in that video, I told you guys that that I had passed on this particular one. This is the Bride of Frankenstein. I passed on her the first time I seen her, and I was regretful of it ever since then because I was afraid that I had made a mistake and I wasn't going to be able to find her very easily again. But she showed back up at Walmart. Both of them, her and Frankenstein, was at Walmart. So there's my toys for the day. I do have more toys, but if you guys want to check out my toy unboxing videos, right now they're just unboxing. I'm not doing in-store stuff. I'm trying to work my way up to that, and I just get nervous about it because half the time I go in, the damn aisles are filled with people, and it's hard to shoot when it's like that anyway. So I just get kind of nervous with, people around and stuff like that. It's just weird. To me, it is. Some people have no problem with it, but I do. So basically, with this Dollar Tree haul, I did have a couple bags left from the last haul that I had never had made a video of for some reason. It got away from me because I guess I'd started the toy channel and I was doing other videos, and the Criterion collection came up, and so I made a video with that. So I never made a video. So the second half of this video is going to be an old haul, but I will start out with the new stuff. So if anybody doesn't want to see any of this the old haul, basically the old wave, excuse me, not old haul, the old wave. If you guys want to watch just the new wave and then get out of here, that's fine with me. But also, before I get started, I was gonna say that I have had a couple people interested in doing the movie club. That's basically going to be a deal where we I'll put out a movie, I'll put out a video, and I'll give you guys a movie to watch during the week, and then you come back to the channel and you essentially put in your comments underneath that particular video, and at the end of the week, we'll do it like every Thursday, maybe something like that, and then we'll do like a live stream, do a movie club live stream to YouTube, and you can come in and we'll have fan interaction, and I'll try to read everybody's comments that got left during the week. But there's no official sign up page or nothing. Just whoever leaves comments about it, and then whoever comes to the live chat, live streams, then that's how it'll work. But getting started with this month's haul, I think I bought 15 movies, and I think I only got like 2 Blu-rays, so it's very DVD heavy. The first one up is called Recall. It was a Wesley Snipes movie, and R.J. Mitt I'm just going to, where I got so many, I'm just going to kind of blow through these. There's no need talking about the rest of the, you know, they're widescreen. All these new movies are widescreen, so you don't need to know the aspect ratios of them. That's not important. And nothing else is. Most people don't really care, but this is Recall. Wesley Snipes, as you can see, there's the backside. I will give you the name. This looks like a, I will give you the manufacturer's name. This is an Echo Bridge release. They come to claim what is theirs. What's theirs? Excuse me. I added a word there. Excuse me. I believe it's looks like a UFO movie. If you can tell by the background there, might be interesting. We will see. The next movie up here is Stockholm. This is a Ethan Hawke movie. Noomi Rapace, Mark Strong. Based on an absurd but true story. So, like I say, I only pick them up if I'm probably interested in one of these days watching these, and this seems interesting. Must be something about Stockholm Syndrome, possibly. I didn't read the back here, obviously. This was put out by, I do not see it. It says it's a dramedy. SJM. I don't know who that is. But this seems like an interesting movie. I like Ethan Hawke. A lot of horror sci-fi type movies in this batch. I don't mind to pick them up if they're kind of horror. They're kind of sci-fi. These look like, this one here is called Plaguers. Steve Railback, Alexis Zibus, I guess it's Zibus. Noel Paris. In Space, Everyone Screams. This looks like a alien zombie movie. So this looks actually like something I'd be pretty interested in watching. This is Plaguers. I assume that's how it's pronounced. It's certainly not Plackers, but I'm pretty sure it's Plaguers. Yeah, it looks like fun. This one was a Wild Eye. This is a Wild Eye, actually. That's one of Gary's Movie Emporium. He always does Wild Eye stuff. He does. Excuse me. Gary does Wild Eye. If you never watched Gary, he does Wild Eye reviews over there. I don't know if Wild Eye gives him movies to watch or not, but he gets Wild Eyes and does a lot of reviews for them. So pretty cool stuff. I think it's my first Wild Eye that I own. I think. This is E1. This is called Starship Apocalypse, Victory or Death. Kind of looks like a made-for-TV, but it's another space movie. That looks all right. Well, I have no idea how good these are. I say it looked all right. And if I didn't even address the pale horse, or I didn't address the format of this video. If you've not noticed, I've got the border and everything around here. If you guys like this, tell me in the comments. If you don't, we'll go away from it and go back to this normal. I'm just trying something different. This is actually probably more of a format I would use when doing a live stream. This is usually what you see in a live stream, but I'm just trying it out because some people on YouTube use these kind of formats, and I just kind of like it. But it does make the screen smaller for you. The next one is called Monolith, Safest Car Ever Conceived. The safest car ever conceived is the ultimate death trap. Wow, this is like a Carrie type thing. Solid suspense movies. And anytime you want to know more about these movies, just let me know. I'll let you know a little bit about it. This actually seems a little pretty interesting. I have got a lot of movies, so I'm sorry I kind of get negative about Dollar Tree. These movies they're kind of interesting. This batch is kind of interesting. This stuff is interesting, but it's just not. I just tend to not get around because everybody knows that I like old movies, and I'm generally more of a classic movie guy. So I spend most of my time trying to watch those because there's so many of them. It's hard to watch all these new ones. And because I just don't spend all my time watching movies all day long. I mean, the Olympics are on right now, so I like watching the Olympics. So it's just and I realized just now I rebought this movie right here. I have another copy in this pile, which I'll skip when we get to. But this is the BBC documentary Hammerhead. I like my documentaries, and this one. Sharks are fascinating. I've always been fascinated by the hammerhead sharks as well. So this should be fun. Hammerhead. And that was a floater in there for some reason. I think the other one's not, so I'll probably open the other one. The next one's called Alien, Reign of Man. This was a uncorked movie, excuse me. It's really hard to see. It's hard to see on the bottom there. It's on the very bottom, but you can't see it. This is called Alien, Reign of Man. Another alien movie. I don't mind to watch. I like sci-fi way more than I do horror, which horror's not bad. It's just not the top of my list of favorite formats. But this is Alien, Reign of Man. Now the next one is this is a television show. This is a BBC television show. This is called Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, and this was Elijah Wood, Samuel Barrett. It was $1, so I picked it up. I don't think I own it before. I don't know if I've really seen it. I remember it being out on television, but I'm not sure if I ever sat down and watched it. So that's a pretty cool little find right there. The next one's one of these 2 bonus movies, and it's called Geisha of Death. It's Geisha of Death, excuse me. It is, what is the second? The 2 bonus movies are Ring of Fire 3, Line Strike, and Blackjack. But this is Geisha of Death. There's your 2, Ring of Fire 3, Line Strike, and Blackjack. I have not cracked open one of these 3-packs yet. These 3 movie packs, so soon I will. I do want to try to check them out because I want to see if you're getting 3 movies, I want to see the quality of those 3 movies, and I assume they're not great. But this next one looked just interesting. It's called Lifeform, A Monster is Born. It looks like a ripoff of Species. If you guys remember the movie Species with Natasha, what was her name? Natasha Lee. You guys remember Species from about 95. I remember seeing that movie in the theater. But this looks like kind of a ripoff of that movie. Virginia Logan. Sometimes beauty is the beast. Seems like a similar concept. I think Species was kind of like an alien takeover kind of thing. It was like a alien host type movie. We'll see. This might be interesting. Next up is a Western I found. This is a Barry Corbin, Lance Hendrickson, Dominic Swain. In the town, there are no good guys. In this town, there are no good guys. Eminence Hill. I'm always interested in checking out a Western, especially for $1. Interesting cast. I'll definitely be checking this out. Blood Will Flow. I love my big shootout Westerns, too. I know I know it's far from what the West really was like, but I love those. I love big gun dueling westerns. I mean, I like all westerns. I like different kinds, but I mean, most of them, everybody likes a good a gun duel or something like that. So that's what it looks like here. The next one's called Entanglement. This is Thomas Middlehitch, Jesse Wexler, Diana Bang. You'll recognize the lead actor when I bring you up here. Make sure this is a. I'm just making sure this is a movie, not a TV show, because I don't remember it being a TV show. But you probably recognize him from Silicon Valley. He actor hits home for me because I'm on dialysis, and he made that show back. If you guys remember back late last year, whenever they premiered some new shows, they had that show about he had kidney failure and he's on dialysis. So he kind of struck home for me. It kind of struck close to home for me, that particular actor. So pretty weird. The next movie is called The Jogger. He's running from his lies. This is The Jogger. This is the last of the DVDs in the new wave. And you can leave any comments there if these are old wave, but I believe this was new wave stuff. I didn't find any new wave stuff at my local store. I think I missed it because I waited so late. I went over there one day and they had the bin out front, and then half of the movies were missed. There was like half of the table was full and half was missing, and I think the half that was missing was all the new stuff, and the old stuff was on the other side. So I think I just missed them there. But I went to my a store that I found recently that's always they're always kind of packing the goods in a way. They always have stuff, and I'm appreciative of that store. I don't know why, if it's just out of the way and nobody goes there, or nobody thinks to go there, or what it is. But this is Crossbreed. This is War. This is another Alien movie. I apologize. I've been forgetting to tell you who's making these movies. This is another uncorked movie. This is another uncorked. I need to learn a little more about these little studios and stuff. I used to be into independent stuff more so, and then it independent stuff, even though like Pulp Fiction wasn't independent, we considered those movies in the day kind of indie. Obviously, like Clerks and stuff. Clerks was definitely indie. They definitely made it in indie, but a lot of the movies were considered indie, really weren't indie. They were just made. They were just lower budget movies, kind of like a B movie in the old days. But the next one up is the two Blu-rays. This is one of the two Blu-rays. This is the first one. This is the Pirates of Somalia. Evan Peters, Melanie Griffith, Barkett Abba, and Al Pacino. I have not seen this movie. It looks actually pretty good, and it's obviously, you can see it's in a clear case too. Really awesome. I love finding clear case Blu-rays. This is an Echo Bridge release. Good cast as well. Melanie Griffith, Pacino, all of the guys here, excellent. That Barkhead Abdi, I think it's Barkhead Abdi. I think it's just the fella right here. There we go. I think that's him right there. I'm pretty sure. He's familiar. I've seen him in other things. Pretty good little actor. But yeah, Pirates of Somalia. And the last Blu-ray I got here came complete with... I can't remember if I got this before or not. I may have got this before. When you spend $1 on them, you buy them anyways. But this is 1,000 Yard Stare, World War II movie. I may have got this in DVD form. I'm not positive. But I picked it up anyways for $1. It's hard to, you're not... $1 anymore is like nothing. I hate to say that. I hate being like that. Some people will be like, "Oh, I'm not going to eat for a week on $1," but no, not really anymore. But yeah, there's 1,000 Yard Stare. It's World War II, so I'm interested in watching this now. Now the Blu-rays that I get, I do enjoy finding the Blu-rays. I think I'm just missing the Blu-rays going so late this time because I'm pretty sure you have Blu-ray pirates out there that just go in and just take every Blu-ray in there. I'd say there's people going in just buying them duplicates of Blu-rays because they're just getting on and putting them on the internet and selling them. Because we do live in a time of scalping, big time. But I'm gonna make a little video about that maybe one day. I don't know. I've just been thinking about it here lately. Really thinking about how eBay could probably, if they wanted to, prevent scalping and prevent that just with one wave of their magical thumb, or their magical wand. Excuse the magical thumb, magical wand. If they really wanted to, but they're never going to do it because they make money. They make money, even though if you type in, no, never mind. I'll tell you guys later about it. Yeah, I'll make a video about it, but it's funny. It's funny. But the first one, the reason why I went to this comes from a different town than I went before. This comes from Winchester, Kentucky. This is another Dollar Tree I went to one day randomly, and they had a bunch of stuff, a bunch of DVDs. They didn't have a bunch of, and this was the last wave. But I found a bunch of new stuff in that wave, and some of them might be old wave. But the reason I wanted to go in there was really because of the one. I'll show this first, since I'm on the story. But because of this, because people started reviewing this and say, "Oh, this is a good movie. You need to pick this up." God Bless America. This is the only Blu-ray I did pick up in there, so I remember passing on that several times in the other stores, and then I was like, "Damn, why did I not get that? I need to pick that up." But that's the only Blu-ray of this mess. Oh, and this is, if you guys want to leave after seeing the new haul, this is the older haul. So I'm completely understand not wanting to stay for the rest of this video. But the first up in this old haul was called Radio Flash. I think that is, I always forget his name. Yeah, Dominic Monaghan. Monahan. Why can't I pronounce his name? I can't think of it. But Brighton Charbin. I'm sorry. My name pronunciations today are terrible. I apologize. This looks like some kind of Who Survives After the Blackout. Okay. Kind of a apocalyptic movie. Excuse me. Should be fun. This was put out. This is a Shout Factory. Excellent. Shout it on out. You Might Be a Killer. This is that Allison Hannigan movie. I think this is supposed to be, if I'm not positive, you can correct me in here. I think this is a comedy. So other people have been talking about it, thought, well, I'll pick it up. I'll check it out for $1. That's the only thing about going to the Dollar Tree. You know, I like making these videos. They get good views, and I don't mind making them. But the problem is I want to get to the point where I don't really have places to store them. I don't have the extra space to put up shelves at the moment any more than I really see in a couple places in the other room. So I'm really to the point where I'm just going to start boxing this stuff up and storing it till I can watch it. And it's a shame until I do have a place that I can put some shelves up. So You Might Be a Killer. The next one's a 3 movie pack. This is the 12 feet deep movie pack. There's the cover, 12 feet deep. 2 extra bonus movies. The bonus movies is The Longest Swim and Keepsake. These are all Echo Bridge releases. Echo Bridge, and I don't know if Echo Bridge is a subsidiary of Mill Creek, but they have a real similar logo. So I don't know, because you think Mill Creek would sue them over that. So I assume Echo Bridge is made the even cheaper subsidiary of Mill Creek. So yeah, there's the 3 movie pack. A bunch of those been coming out in these hauls. Next one's just this classic TV collection I found. Fury the Painted Stallion. I think this is all Fury the Painted Stallion TV shows. Not sure. Not sure if this stuff would be any good or not. For $1, I picked it up. I like these classic TV shows like this, and I've never even really heard of this show, so. Okay, it's got Fury and the Painted Stallion. Okay, it's got 12 episodes of Fury. The 60s Western. That might be it's got Peter Graves in it. That's pretty cool. And the other one's got Ray Corrigan. Hoot Gibson. Yeah, I mean, that's, the Fury might be interesting. I don't know about the Painted Stallion. But we'll see. The next one up is The Crescent. I remember other people getting this. This is another Echo Bridge title. I remember other people finding this. This is actually a 3 movie set that's got a slipcase on it. The other 2 movies were Hindsight and Memory. No. Hindsight or movie. Hindsight or Memory, excuse me. Hindsight or Memory. And Memory. Yeah. Horror movie. Horror movie 3-pack. Slipcase. Pretty cool. That was Hammerhead again. Next one is called Paradise Inn. This is an older movie. This is a Judi Dench movie, and Ronald Hines, a very young Judi Dench. It's a BBC movie. I don't know if it's made for TV. Now, I did not pay $12.99 for this movie. I just realized that old price tag was still on there, but this was $1, obviously. But this was that Walmart? No, Warner. This is a Warner. I don't know if it came from Warner Brothers Classic, Warner Brother Classics, or what. Hope my audio's been all right, because when I pull the stand back to get a better shot, the microphone comes underneath of me almost, so I hope I'm not muffling myself too bad. Yeah, interesting. Next one is Where the Red Fern Grows. This also has 3 bonus films with it. I didn't even pay attention to that at first, but this is Where the Red Fern Grows. This is something familiar. I've probably seen this before when I was a kid. I think this... Yeah, this is live action. When you first look at it, it looks almost like animated. The kid looks animated, but it's just like a very cleaned up. But the other movies are The Legend. I apologize. It's The Legend of something, but it's and Proud Rebel and Baker's Hawk. Seems like I've seen these, but this is actually a pretty cool set. But the other one's covered up by the sticker here. This is kind of the movies you get shown in school, if they would show you in school, because they're probably G-rated type movies. Cool little collection, though. I'm glad I found that. Next one is Bacchus. This is an Olive movie. I don't know much about it. But it's called Bacchus. It's just like a Korean movie or Chinese made movie. It's probably pretty interesting. The cinematography looks really nice. I might have to check this one out for sure. The next one up is the Queens of Versailles. Versailles? It's Versailles around here. This is the Queens of Versailles. I can't remember what this one's about. I remember people getting this before. I just wanted to check it out. I remember people doing reviews on it. I can't remember exactly what it's about. Is it a TV show or was it a... It almost looks like a TV show than a movie, but it looks interesting. Well, I don't know if it's interesting. It looks like something. It's this was a Magnolia release, so it's not too bad of a releasing company releasing it. So let's have to check that out soon. Next one is called Tiger House. 12 hours, 4 killers, one way out. Is this like one of those escape house type movies? Must be something like that. I don't know if it's an escape house movie, but it's like an escape type movie though. Seems interesting. Might be fun. Who knows? I bet you guys love all. They might be interesting. It might be fun. When I haven't seen the movie, that's all I can give you because I have no idea. I'm not going to say, oh, this looks like crap. This looks like pure crap because I don't know if it is or not. Sometimes they look like crap, but I mean, I'm not going to tell you that because it might be great. Who knows? Next one's called American Violence. And I just don't know much about these. And I just don't want to read from them because it's boring. And I had a bunch to go through today. I don't like how the text is broke up. It's hard for me to read them too. My eyes are bad. This looks like an interesting movie though. It looks like it'll be all right. American Violence. Next movie up is called The Unknown. Jim Caviezel, Greg Kinnear. This got a good Bridget Moynihan, Jeremy Sisto. Pretty good cast here. This is called The Unknown. Some kind of crime type movie. Uncover the secret. Well, it might be fun. So many movies, it's just like the old days. Like, people are like, well, you know, we make so many movies these days. But they were doing the same thing back in the 30s and 40s. They were pumping out movies. You obviously had the big studio movies, the movies you always hear about, and you know about. But but there was a lot of, you know, B movies being made, and a lot of this movies that were, you know, that flew under the radar. Some of them are good. Some are just like lots of comedies and things. Just, you know, the lower common denominator type of movies. But the next movie up here is Patricia Arquette, Rainn Wilson. This is Permanent. I've heard this is another movie other people have picked up. I thought it was interesting after I've seen some people doing reviews. Actually, when I was passing on it, I never picked it up and even paid attention to the title card at all, and I didn't pay attention to that being Rainn Wilson or even Patricia Arquette. So sometimes if you just don't look at stuff, you don't know, and that was a mistake I was making. I just wasn't looking at it close enough. I just kind of passed by and didn't even look at the back, and obviously it's Rainn Wilson on there, and yeah, I'm interested. I generally like him as an actor for the most part. The next movie up here is a double feature. This is Pulse and Sick Nurses. Other people were getting this, and I wanted to pick it up because this is another one I looked at the cover and just seen Pulse and didn't pay attention to Sick Nurses at the bottom. I thought the Sick Nurses looked pretty interesting. So I'll be checking that out. Pulse and Sick Nurses. Horror double feature. This was a magnet, it looks like. Magnolia and a magnet. So release. You can't see it there very well. And last but not least, this is Treasure Island. This is another Elijah Wood. This is Eddie Izzard, Elijah Wood, Donald Sutherland. Interesting cast. This is something I'll probably definitely check out, but this is Treasure Island. I forgot about getting this. This batch that I got from Winchester was Is a very good batch of movies. I thought this is DVDs, of course, but it was a good batch of movies. I felt like show no mercy. And this was I can't tell who released this. Sonar release. Yeah, that's might be pretty interesting. Donald Sutherland, I always like him and everything. Eddie Izzard, that's an interesting choice. But Treasure Island, and well, this ends my Dollar Tree haul for this week, maybe this month. I'll try to go out and check out some stuff in the future and see if I can find anything else. I'll try to pick. I'll pick up a few more things and make some more of these haul videos. I enjoy doing it, but basically, yeah, you guys think about the if you want to think about doing the movie club, and anybody else in here is interested in doing that, just let me know, and I'll let you know. And probably the next video, I got a request from a subscriber to do my complete steelbook collection instead of just the MCU, which I had never had done yet. And I think I'll be doing that next if anybody has any interest in that. I know he will for sure, but I'll be showing you my complete steelbook collection right now. I don't have massive amounts. I don't have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I got about 150 steelbooks. And yeah, so till the next time, I'm Low IQ Media. Hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.